Hi everyone, long time no see again. I guess I upload 4 videos every month, so I'm thinking of uploading them every week. How have I been? So some people, first of all, thank you for the nice messages over Facebook. And I think the election in United States is finished, right? What do I think about it? No comment. I hardly meddle with politics. It's not my forte, and I don't live in United States, so I couldn't really give a comment about that. And because I believe that citizens could understand their leaders or what they need better than we do, outsiders. So it's unfair for me to comment on that. Well, anyway, what's the topic for today? Someone asked me, do Filipinos tend to congregate when they are overseas? Well, he notices like a lot of Filipinos would meet together for special occasions, and not only that, like they just stay together. First of all, when I see foreigners back in Angeles City, they tend to, congregate as well. For example, Europeans go out with Europeans, and then Japanese and Koreans tend to go out with Koreans, even Chinese. They even have like Korean town or Chinatown, right? Now, how about Filipinos? Well, I think in every, race or nationality, we want to find a sense of belonging, and and Filipinos need to socialize in general. For instance, like for me, I think even if I have foreign friends, to be honest, I am friend with an Indonesian, an Indian, and that is Southeast Asian, guys. I still couldn't, I couldn't really, I could share my thoughts better that way, even with Filipinos. Maybe because we have some vocabularies wherein we could express our feelings better. For instance, like let's say if I want to say like I'm so frustrated, there is a certain word that I could use in Filipino, and the impact is much stronger. So I could express it in English, of course, but on the other hand, it it feels a little bit comfortable to actually share it with someone who has the same almost similar culture, because as I've mentioned before, if you go back to some of my videos, Philippines has 113 languages, and sharing your thoughts and feelings is really challenging. So I think that feeling is kind of good. And there's another thing, like unlike United States and other Western countries wherein you guys value mental health, even Japan right now, they're becoming more open about it. In the Philippines, it's open, but it depends on the social class. So some social class still view it as a negative thing to see a psychiatrist, but on the other hand, upper class and middle class, they view it as, taking care of your mental health. But in Japan, it is almost zero to find someone whom we could talk to. So we talk to our friends like a free psychologist. I think that is why we tend to congregate, because we could express our feelings, our thoughts, and our frustrations about being in a new country. It's a new culture, and sometimes we feel like we are at the bottom of the food chain because we will be less prioritized, not only in Japan but in every country. I've heard worse than other countries. So that those changes would want us to find a certain comfort zone. That's why maybe we tend to congregate. But the thing is, we cannot, I'm sorry, it's difficult to find someone whom you can trust. I've been living in Japan for quite some time now, and I could say I found friends just about 2 or 3 years ago. I mean, when you say friends, friends, like you could hang out with them, you can express your deepest feelings. I understand. I can call my family back home, but it's still different. When you need it the most. My family won't always be there. My friends would still be busy in the Philippines, and someone is just there listening to you right here and there. So that's really special, and it's really difficult to find it, especially when you're in another country. Believe it or not, guys, if your girlfriends are very competitive right now among other Filipinos, just think about Filipinos who are working in another country. When we work, it's so difficult to find someone whom we can trust. Especially jealousy is a big thing among these group of people. We might go to church together, but then again, we might hate each other. Like, oh my God, she's got a new Prada bag, or she's got Louis Vuitton. I should get one too. That's also peer pressure. Or oh my God, her husband is hurting her. Her husband is cheating on her. So it's hard to find someone. So when Filipinos congregate with someone continuously, or they would meet someone for quite some time, it means they've found someone whom they could feel comfortable with, aside from their husband or husband's family, if they will be accepted. So I mentioned before, it's so important one way for a Filipino to feel at home in their host country is to have friends. Not only foreigner, but also Filipinos. It is because, it's no man is an island. So it's really important to do that, especially for us. We are socially, connected with everyone. That's why we're crazy about Facebook, right? That's why some people even find love, or like they get tricked over Facebook, because they go to these lengths of finding someone to understand them, just because even the Filipino that they're working with doesn't understand them. So that's number two. It's a very big challenge. And then another thing about coming together, it's the sense of home. So it's not only expressing your feelings, but you have the same way of how you think Christmas. You have the same feeling on, oh my God, I'm sending money to my family, and then someone could relate with how you feel. And that's a really good thing. And the sense of, having Pasko, Noche Buena, Christmas Eve, everything that's Filipino. There's always someone who could cook well. So those things make them feel at home. Although sometimes it gets misunderstood by their own families back home. How does this happen? I remember, like, I was so young that time. My aunt, she would spend, she would post pictures, not post, but send pictures of to us. And we would hear from other people that she loves to party when she was in London, or even in Hong Kong. And then some family members, even some people in the Philippines, would think, oh, instead of spending your money on these things, why don't you just help the family? But what people don't understand is that we are working, and it's our money, and we need to relax. So having Filipinos around you with the same situation makes you feel less guilty on spending money for yourself. Why don't you ask your girlfriends? Like, they would always think, oh, I would send this to my mom, dad, and so on and so forth. But they bought something for themselves which you haven't bought? And when you buy something for them, they want something that they could share. Like if you buy them chocolate, can you please buy a big size so I can give it to my family? So something like that. It is because of course, we were programmed to take care of our family, and we forgot to take care of ourselves. But when we go abroad, some people had this, like enlightenment that it's okay to pay ourselves first, and then we could help our family. But some family members still don't understand that. That's why we find someone who could. Now, I think that's one way why we get together, because most of us are in the same shoes. I was very fortunate, like the reason why I post a lot on my personal Facebook is because my aunt said to me, enjoy your money, don't worry about us. So I'm happy about that. I'm so glad. And I think that's the price of being independent. So those are the good things and bad things of coming together. The good point is you find someone whom you can relate to, and this is why you need to encourage your wife to find, not to find, but try try to meet other Filipinos and don't have any prejudice against them beforehand. But on the other hand, they should also be careful. So my rule of the thumb, my only advice is tell your wife to talk about general topics, and then it's less drama, less gossip, and much happier. So I hope this video helps, and I miss you all, guys. I'm sorry for not posting so much, but I'll try my best this time. I'm also gonna do live videos and at the same time post more pictures on my Instagram, YouTube, and on Facebook. So guys, you can also check me out on YouTube, on Facebook. Please click my about page and then you can see it there, or down here you can click to subscribe, and down here you can also find some links where you can find me, with my other social media networks. So thank you guys and have a nice day.